happen. And you find the reasons why, one step at a time. Let's see if we get the cards out for you guys. Let me shuffle up for you. A cutie pie, welcome home, honey. Virgo for August. They got a lot to tell you. Thank you for the gold star. Okay, come on, Virgo. First 10 days. Okay, already. A lot going on for you. A cutie pie, I feel all your good energy. One more for the first 10 days of August for Virgo. Second 10 days. Oh. And, okay. And the final 10 days of August in love and money for Virgos. So last 10 days of August for Virgos. This hairstyle is coming apart. Okay, damn. Virgo, last 10 days, love and money. Okay, I was hoping that the Nine of Pentacles would come out for you guys. Came out in reverse though. Your advice, the Two of Swords. All right, let's get it poppin'. Whoa. Okay, I feel like some things really want to change. Some stuff you really want to change. So, first 10 days of August, you started out with the Six of Pentacles here. What you gonna do? Who you want to give it to? Okay, so I feel like in your love life, Virgos, you might have been being a little bit stingy with your love. Maybe you are, I'm kind of getting the sense of like withholding sex or, some type of affection from your love interest. Somebody, you're trying to teach them a lesson. But the real lesson is, if you're open with them, they'll be open with you as well. I just feel like you have been really not trying to come across as a sucker. You don't want to come across as like easily manipulated. You want to teach somebody a lesson here, both in your money and in your love relationships. I'm just hearing like, I'll show you. I can show you. I can be very nice or I can be very stingy. And I feel like you think you've been very nice all this time. And you're trying to give some tough love here. You feel like you don't owe anybody anything. Might be true. However, if you have to work too hard to not give, if you're working hard on not smiling, hey bad gal, how you doing? If you're working too hard on not smiling, what's up, Sky Dweller, how are you? If you're doing too much to try and not show how much of a softie you are, thank you for the gold stars. You're doing a lot to show how tough you can be. You're not a pushover. You don't want anybody to take your kindness for weakness. But it might be making you come across as much more cold or calculated than you actually are. Like you really actually are a very generous person. So it's really more of a struggle for you to pretend like you're not as generous as you really are than it is for them to not receive the generosity that they normally would have received from you. It feels like you're trying to punish someone for betraying your trust. And it feels like normally you would be forgiving of it. This was like how you guys normally maneuvered, like, everything was usually an open relationship, let's say, and for whatever reason you feel like they've taken things too far this time, and you don't feel like you can really trust them, period. It's like I'm hearing it's the principle. Yes, I'm free up, I'm open with this or whatever, but you don't do that. You don't get somebody back like that. Well, as far as your money goes, it feels like you were being counted on. They were depending on you to come and contribute in a way that, being your normal generous self. And now you're like, oh, okay, like maybe you found out something here about how maybe they said something about you, or you've gotten some kind of notion that they might be trying to use you, take your kindness for weakness, and you're like, let me show you something, But you have to be careful, because I feel like the only reason that you were even willing to give in this situation is like you were trying to buy someone's loyalty, buy someone's friendship, buy someone's discretion. And now you find no amount of money can make someone be who they're not. If they're not down for you, if they're not loyal to you, no matter how much of their bills you pay or how much gifts you give them, that's not going to change the fact that they weren't loyal from the beginning. Okay. It feels like you're trying to rope someone into giving you what you feel you deserve financially. You've got the Two of Wands here in reverse as well. So it just feels like, the plan is not working. I feel like there was a choice here. Like you wanted someone to put you above the others. Okay, the first 10 days of August, it feels like you were expecting someone to appreciate what you usually bring to the table and to choose you over their own needs, their own satisfaction, and they have not done that. They will not put their self on the back burner. They won't go out of their way, no, for sure. They will not go out of their way for you the way you hoped that it would pan out. It doesn't seem like you're getting that back. I feel like you wanted somebody, as far as financially, you wanted some kind of assurance, like a show of good faith. Like, okay, I'll pay the car note, but at least can you keep gas in the car the whole time? Like, I'm not gonna pay the car note, the gas, the rent, the everything. Like, what are you gonna put into the mix? You see? And at the end of the day, though, dollars gotta make sense. Sense gotta make dollars. So if you were to put your personal feelings aside, you can see that, overall, like, even though you might be trying to show someone or something a hard lesson, that in the end, they're good for whatever they promised. So you trying to be like not good on, trying to hold back on it is only hurting you. It's not hurting the other party involved. Go for the win, Don't be petty, I'm hearing. Like, okay, maybe they blabbed a secret of yours. They didn't stand up in that kind of category. Maybe you caught them hanging out with somebody that they know is your enemy or something like that. And for that reason, now you don't want to continue doing business with them. However, doing business with them is definitely beneficial, regardless of whether they are like your ride or die as far as emotional support. Okay. By the 11th, you've got the 6 of Cups here. So I feel like, maybe after watching this reading, you kind of reshuffle your deck, try your choices over, and remember the really good qualities about this person or this entity. At the end of the day, you want to go back to the way it was. And it's like, don't forget, you started this little fight or this little spat. You started this new and improved, I'm no weak bitch or whatever. Like, you started it. And now it's like, when you see that it's not really giving you what it's supposed to give, now you're like, okay, maybe, it was better the way things were before, when I wasn't trying to teach someone a lesson here. It feels like you end up finally coming through for the person after you kind of made it seem like you weren't going to come through, like you weren't going to contribute, you weren't going to partake, you weren't going to accept the responsibility. You end up thinking about how things were and wishing that, trying to give back to the situation, apologizing. And I think it really boils down to how they receive this, so it's like, let's say you're trying to show someone this tough love by not contributing, by, withdrawing, pulling back your energy. And, it's a painful thing for you to do to this person. Like, it really is tough love on them. And the whole point of it was just to see, like, okay, if I were to do some foul shit to you, like what you did to me, are you going to be so willing and able to accept my apology when I do something like that? It seems very petty, I'm not going to lie. Okay. But you are towards the middle of the month considering how can you be more hospitable, more charitable here. Okay. You've got the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse. So when the 2 of Pentacles is in reverse, I feel like it's, you didn't expect overall that if you were to put up these airs or this facade of being like, I don't care, I'm not giving, I'm not doing, I don't care if you suffer. And you thought that would bring the person around closer to you, but you kind of see that it really drove a deeper wedge between you. Or it could be like vice versa. Maybe you lent someone some time, money, affection, gave them the benefit of the doubt, only to find out that they still childish. Okay, they're not good. They're never gonna change. Okay. the best thing as far as your money goes overall is you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. And you being who you are authentically is more important than trying to show other people how to be themselves authentically. That is a futile way of handling money situations altogether. Hold up your end of the bargain this month, okay? It feels like if you don't, you'll feel the burn more than who you think you're putting the burn on. It'll come back to bite you faster than it will bite them. Okay? You've got the Four of Wands here in reverse towards the last week of the month. One way or the other, whether it's you or your love interest, somebody that there's some type of relationship between, one of you just got a little too cocky. Whether it's you or them, I don't know, but whoever it is, that attitude, that petty behavior, it feels like I'm kind of feeling like instead of me paying a bill that I normally would pay to show this person a lesson, instead I went and blew the money on a new car, right? And now it's like you're driving around in this new car, but you don't have that person, you don't have the love and support, and you're out of the dough, And so there's no I in team. Just be mindful of that. You are the responsible one. You are the one who gets the job done, brings the money to the table, and trying to show. I really just get the sense of you're trying to show someone a lesson and making sure that they are appreciating you. But it's just how you're going about it that makes the difference. Don't put yourself in a bad position trying to outdo someone or show someone how fancy you are, how good it is that they know you, that they have you, period. Okay? Be wary of that. Towards the end of the month, you might see the error in your way of thinking, or like I said, this is tarot. It could be happening to you or you doing it to someone. I just know what this card means. And in reverse, this is saying for your money, don't overspend here. Okay. Last 10 days, you got the Fool here. I feel like you get really lucky. This is a good indicator. You might find something completely new here. If there's something that you want to take a chance, if you want to just say, you know what, I'm sorry, let's start over. I'm really getting at the end of the month. You're like, okay, let's just start over. Sorry, let's just let bygones be bygones. Let's get it done here. If even though you might be trying to put on a tough face, in your heart of hearts how you really feel for this person, how much you really want to give to this person, and how much they make you feel satisfied, how much, I'm just getting the sense of keeping it balanced. Like if you stay one way, if this is how you are, just be who you are. You can't be like everybody else. Everybody else is not you, Virgo, and Virgo, they can't move like everybody else moves, Make sure things are fair, but there's a better way to go about making sure that things are fair. So trying to play like any type of sneaky games or, trying to get revenge on the sly, sneaking around the back end, is not going to, it's going to hurt you more than it hurts the other person. As far as your money goes, though, you get a chance. And if you're a gambler, towards the end of the month, maybe from the 21st on, the 20th, I'm hearing, might be a good day to go ahead and buy a scratch off or something. It might not be a huge win, but there's definitely some good luck in the mix for you. Okay. Sometimes the best action. Let me get to it though. Okay. You have the moon here in your heart of hearts. It feels like if you find that, okay, in your love relationships, throughout the whole month, it seems like you are trying to combat like your love interest being interested in someone else, and you're trying to show them that you're the better choice through other means and tactics, but the best way, either you're going to accept that this person has more than one love interest or get away from them all completely. It feels like towards the end of the month, you might decide, you know what, this shit ain't worth it. I am better off trying something completely new. Throw this whole relationship in the garbage because you have other interests. You think you know what's going on here. But it's very apparent that other interest, they have just as much right to be with you or with your love interest as you do. So either you guys are going to find a way to work together or completely find a way out for yourself, okay? As far as your money goes, this is like coming to the realization. So how I'm hearing it, how I'm seeing it is, in the beginning of the month, it's like you're trying to show somebody a lesson. What would you do without me? And throughout the month, you kind of come to the realization like, oh, so this is what you would do without me. You actually didn't really need what I was giving you all this time, because that's how it's so easy for you to walk away from it, to be cool with me not giving it to you, right? So that means that you were just taking my kindness for weakness all this time. You didn't need my help. You didn't need my money. You just saw that I was a simp. You thought I was going to give it to you, so you kept on with it. Remember, this is tarot. This could be you doing it to someone doing it to you. Somebody here towards the end of the month realizes that financially people have been taking advantage. They just asking you because they know you will give it, not because they really need it. Okay? End of the month, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So overall for this month, it's in reverse. Be cautious with your spending. Try not to overindulge. Okay. As far as your love life goes, someone here is being tempted to have a third party, to start a new relationship. You're seeing a new love interest, a new prospect. You're willing to throw away what you've already built for somebody who seems to get you a little bit more. The grass isn't always greener. And it feels like, Virgo, you tried to show someone that the grass isn't always greener, only to come to find out that you are the greener and they don't really deserve your attention. You can do that by yourself here. Okay? Again, this is a reminder. You don't have to spend money to prove that you are independent to anyone. You don't have to go in excess to show off so that someone will see you as the better choice. The fact that they even have another choice is all the choice that you need them to make. If you have another choice, let me help you choose. Choose them. I'll do much better on my own here. Okay? Be wary of people who are trying to tempt you to behave abnormally. If this is not how you normally are, don't try to force it to, prove a point. Okay? Your advice is the Two of Swords. I'm just kind of hearing like no action is better in this situation. Follow your intuition. If you think they're cheating, if you think they've got something up their sleeve, if you think they're going behind your back in any way, you don't need them. You don't need proof. Your intuition is proof enough. And here's how you know if it's your intuition or not. Your intuition is always going to be more like a suggestion. Your ego will be loud and obnoxious. Go search through that phone. Go, pull up at their house. Find out what's going on. You want the answers and you're going to get it now. Your intuition, however, would be like, I think he has somebody else, right? That's it. It won't be any, no force. It'll just be like, he probably does have somebody else, no force. So that's how you'll be able to tell if it's your intuition trying to serve you or if it's your ego or past trauma coming into play here. Okay? It'll be light and a suggest your need to get some result. Okay? As far as your money goes, again, keep things level. The best action here for the month of August is no action. Don't tip the scales in either way. Hey, Margarita. Don't tip the scales in either way here this month. Or Virgo, you want to let things play out as they normally would towards the end of the month. You will have had the suggestion from your intuition that's like, we should probably just go on our own. Forget them. I don't even want to deal with them. Your intuition will definitely guide you. Just remember, your intuition will be simple and a suggestion. It will not be a forceful, urgent situation. Okay? I hope this is helpful for you, Virgo. I'll see you guys next month. Thank you.